You're looking live at Redbird Arena here on the campus of Illinois State, the site of the semifinals for the girls Class A basketball championships. Sterling Newman against Nokomis, our first game of two coming your way this morning. Coverage of the IHSA Girls Class A Championship games proudly presented by Country Companies Insurance and by Pepsi. Welcome to the campus of Illinois State University, and this is the first of 4 big weeks of March Madness. It's that season again. A little warmer than we're used to, but basketball nonetheless runs rampant through the state of Illinois. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Lederman along with Yvonne Simmons. Oh, boy, is this going to be fun. We have got 2 semifinals, and then tonight we've got the final, the Class A Championships. We don't see these teams much, but, boy, they play good basketball.
No, we don't, Mike, see these teams very much, but I do tell you they're both fundamentally sound, great ball clubs, and it's going to be a great matchup.
Sterling Newman against Nokomis, 2 fine teams. Sterling Newman, boy, did they have a game last night. Was it ugly, but it got beautiful at the end. Watch here, time running out, down by 3. Melissa McLaughlin throws up a prayer to tie, and they go on to win against Carrollton in overtime. Now, that was quite a finish from Melissa McLaughlin. Melissa
proved right there that she is someone that wants the ball when the game is on the line. You take a look at her stat line there. She's very experienced. She's a 3-year starter, an all-around player, and Newman is going to need a big game from her tonight. We also want to take a look at Kim Morrissey. Her stat line doesn't tell her whole story. She is their best defensive player. She has drawn the assignment of Nokomis' #1 leading scorer, and that's Molly McDowell. She's going to have some help. Her team is going to help her today, but she's going to need a big game also defensively for Newman.
Well, Nokomis is quite a fine story, too. Maury Huff is the coach. They do not have a senior who plays consistent minutes. They are an all-underclassmen team, but boy, do they play. They don't have a senior, but I tell you, their junior is one special girl. You take a look at Molly McDowell, their stat line. She's averaging 23 points, shooting 50% from the line, from the field. She is someone that wants the ball, very versatile, very tough, and gutsy player. And joining her is the coach's kid, and she is something. Well, you know, as a coach's kid, you always have the pressure, but I tell you, this girl right here is very special as well. She's the emotional leader for the team. She's going to need that support from them, but also she's going to need to take some shots and knock down the threes. She's very capable of doing that. Molly had 28 yesterday in the semifinal, but Jessie Huff's 3-pointers, 3 of them were key. We've got lots more coming your way. We are getting ready for game 1. We'll be back in just a minute. Well, Newman is from north of here, Nokomis from south of here. They meet in the middle here at Bloomington, and also joining us on the sidelines, here is Eric Collins with Newman coach Mike Poposi.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike. Happy to be down here for the 2nd consecutive year. We're going to have some fun this weekend. Now, first of all, Mike, I got to ask you, the question that everyone wants to know. You guys had such a tough game yesterday against Carrollton. You yourself said you were lucky to get out of that game. How are the girls reacting today?
The girls are in a very good mood. They know they got away with one yesterday. Sometime fate, builds for better things to come, and that's what we're hoping for. We know we didn't show our best yesterday, and we know we're going to have to today to beat a good Nokomis team. But the girls are in a good mindset. I think they're very positive what could happen today.
When you take a look at the Nokomis team, how do you feel you match up against them?
Well, we do have a size advantage, but they have the quickness advantage. We're going to have to find a way to stop their good point guard, Molly, and go from there. She's quite a scorer, and I think everybody feeds off of her. So we're going to try and slow her down as best possible, and hopefully we can get the boards. We should have the advantage there, and I think boards and defense win big games, so hopefully we can get those 2 today.
Thanks for stopping by, Mike. We'll talk to you a little later on in the game.
Okay, thank you.
That's Coach Mike Poposi of the Newman Lady Comets. We'll have a heck of a lot more down here in Normal when we return. Folks, welcome back to Redbird Arena. We're now joined by Nokomis Lady Redskins head coach Maury Huff. Maury, you have a young team, no seniors in the starting lineup. Are you a little bit worried about nerves?
No, if we were worried about nerves, I think it would affect us yesterday. We came out very calm for a young basketball team, and I don't foresee that. I think they've very focused. They've been like that all year long, so I don't think it's going to have a big effect on this game.
I hear you have a really exciting team. I'm looking forward to watching this afternoon.
Well, we were exciting yesterday, but here today's another day. We've been exciting all year, and you live by the 3, die by the 3. If the 3s don't drop today, and the size that Sterling Newman's got, you don't know what's going to happen. But we're prepared for a battle.
Thanks for stopping by. That's Maury Huff. Now let's go back to Mike Lederman.
Just about ready to get underway with our national anthem to be sung by Princeton High School student Nicholas Towns. Let's listen in.
Join our guest soloist, Nicholas Towns, a student at Princeton High School, in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
National anthem sung here at Redbird Arena. The crowd obviously pumped, and they both had nice drives down, so everybody's ready for a good ball game.
Well, as always, the attendance for girls Class A is a great turnout. These small towns really back and support their ball clubs, and it's very nice to see.
Walking across the center of the court, attitude right there over the Redbird, the Illinois High School Association mascot. We'll hear more about him or her, as the case may be. Let's go right now to public address announcer Jeff Fritzen with the team introductions.
For Nokomis, a junior forward, number 24, Rochelle Detmers. For Sterling Newman, a senior forward, number 30, Suzanne Hermes. For Nokomis, at center, a junior, number 21, Carrie Eisenbart. For Sterling Newman, a senior forward, number 20, Jennifer Olson. For Nokomis, a freshman guard, number 44, Vanisha Waterman. For Sterling Newman, a junior center, number 42, Rachel Hermes. And for Nokomis, a sophomore guard, number 30, Jessie Huff. For Sterling Newman, a senior guard, number 40, Kim Morrissey. And for Nokomis, a junior guard, number 11, Molly McDowell.
Those are your starting lineups. You're looking at the Nokomis team huddle right now. We go over to Sterling Newman. A lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation. Our officials: Larry St. Ors is the lead official, backed by Milt Morse, Larry Bishop, 3 officials for the championship. The home white for Nokomis, and Sterling Newman in their blue and white road uniforms. Well, Sterling Newman finished third a year ago, and they got by that game against Carrollton on that buzzer beater to tie, and then winning in the overtime, and then a couple of other squeakers comparatively in the super sectionals and the sectionals. So Newman is here after a third place finish a year ago. Nokomis' first trip out of the sectionals had a much easier time with Seton Academy of South Holland in the quarterfinals. And of course their super sectional and sectional matchups were fairly easy rides, but don't tell that to Maury Huff. Maury Huff was coaching as though he were down 2 when he was 20 points ahead in yesterday's fourth quarter. All right, here we go. We've got 4 seniors and a junior for Sterling Newman. They've got much more height. For Nokomis, 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman, Venetia Waterman, will be starting. So you can see there's some interesting contrast. We've got height against speed. We've got youth against, well, maturity.
And I think that's really one of the keys today. Newman was down here last year, finished 3rd. So they have the experience being down here behind them. Nokomis, this is their first trip. Young guys, but I tell you, they play very well. They're very disciplined.
Always the 1-2-2 trap for Nokomis. Looking across, run away for Suzanne Hermes. the first scrum of the morning. Held ball possession arrow goes to Nokomis.
Newman yesterday had a number of turnovers that are going to have to take care of the basketball today. Nokomis will take the steals, go down on the other end and score.
Newman coming out with three-quarter court pressure. This is the freshman Waterman. Into Molly McDowell. Watch her go and watch her dish. Rebound underneath, taken off by Kim Morrissey. Here's Morrissey, closest they have to a point guard. They lost one from a year ago. And the question is, will they be able to keep possession of the ball against the big press of Nokomis?
Newman is moving the ball much better than what we saw yesterday. That was a point of emphasis for them for the game today. You see they're making the defense shift and moving much better. Their spacing is also better, so they can create some opportunities on offense.
Venetia Waterman picks up her first foul. 40 seconds into the game. And you're looking at Rachel Hermes, one of 3 Hermes girls on the roster, 2 sisters and a cousin. And Rachel Hermes.
A very steady player for Newman, averages 6 points and 6 rebounds. Rebounding is also going to be very important in this game as Newman has the height advantage.
2 for 2 for Rachel Hermes, and again the pressure. Newman with the first 2 points of the ball game.
Now this is an attempt by Newman to slow Nokomis down. As you see, they still pushed the ball up the floor, didn't get the bucket, but it always pressure in attacking the basket.
Carrie Eisenbarth missed the easy one underneath. We get another held ball, and this time it'll go Newman's way. And the full court pressure by Nokomis.
Again, always Nokomis pressuring, but this is also in a response to yesterday where Newman did not take care or handle the basketball.
And Jessie Huff fouls Kim Morrissey. And very quickly, 2 team fouls for Nokomis. You look at Mike Poposi in his 7th year as coach. Also coaches the boys football teams, got a couple of state championships. We've seen Mike a lot here on the Fox Sports Chicago IHSA coverage. And the turnover with Jennifer Olsen standing on the line.
Newman very spread out, and that's good. But the thing is now they're getting really close to that baseline, and when they try that baseline drive, they're getting caught down there on the line.
Waterman, the freshman, almost throws it away, but we get a foul, and here it should go against number 40, Morrissey. Maury Huff looking on, his usual intense appearance. First foul on Kim Morrissey. Just the start of things here. Barely a minute gone by. Remember, 8-minute quarters in high school. Long look down to Molly McDowell. The no look inside on a beautiful basket by Carrie Eisenbarth on the dish for McDowell. Tied at 2, coming right back, Rachel Hermes. And Suzanne Hermes, she is fouled. Looks like the foul on Eisenbarth, and that'll be 2 on her.
Molly McDowell is the leader on the team in assists. You see the no-look pass there, dish off to Eisenberg. Nice basket underneath. Easy shot.
Going back live as Morrissey missed the 3 try.
And I mispronounced her name, it was Eisenbarth.
She'll forgive you. Huff for 3.
And that's exactly what Nokomis needs. Huff needs to get started from the outside there. That'll open things up and create that penetration for Nokomis, something they also like to do.
And Jessie Huff, the sophomore, gets off to a quick start. Got to be a big confidence boost for her. 5-2. The Lady Redskins leading.
Have to watch on defense for backs turn, because that's a skip pass there. And if you have your back turn, you don't know exactly where the ball's going to go. You don't see the offensive player.
Morrissey following up on the miss by McLaughlin, and 2 for Kim Morrissey. 5-4. Action from end to end right here as the freshman Waterman looks to Eisenbarth, called for traveling.
Good idea with the ball and head fake. The problem is you move your pivot foot when you do that, and you're going to get that call.
Frenetic action, 5:38 to go first quarter. 5-4 ball game. Newman trails by 1. And knocked out of bounds off Kim Morrissey. Nice play by Huff.
And that's where a little more experience at the point guard, you don't see that you have the opportunity. You pull it back out and set up your offense.
Mike Poposi lost his point guard to graduation. We get a pinch in the backcourt. Now we get the foul going against Newman. That will be against Suzanne Hermes, her first. Telecast rights to this game have been granted to Fox Sports Chicago by the IHSA. Any reproduction or rebroadcast of the Girls' Championships not permitted without the express written consent of Fox Sports Chicago and the Illinois High School Association. McDowell with the left hand.
The little hesitation by McDowell just to see where the defense was positioned, hesitated enough, then took it right to the basket.
7-4 Nokomis. Looking underneath. Another turnover as Eisenbarth takes the ball away.
They were looking for the flash, Newman was, but it just wasn't a good pass inside.
Under 5 minutes to go, first quarter. This is McDowell. Stops it, pops it, may have had partially deflected, and it is by Kim Morrissey. So it will be Nokomis ball out of bounds. We get our first substitution of the ball game. Number 14, Gina Payne, a senior, comes in for Nokomis, and Jessie Huff sits down. We also get a timeout on the floor. 4:49 to go, first quarter. The teams go to their benches. We'll go to a break. 7-4 Nokomis.
Semifinal championship game.
All right, lots of basketball action coming up. Stay tuned to Fox Sports all day for the best coverage. Today, 3:30 live, the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament. The quarterfinals from Indianapolis, the RCA Dome, and then live coverage of the Girls Class A Championship right here. We'll be back at Redbird. 7-4 Nokomis in white, leading Sterling Newman in blue. Nokomis with the ball out of bounds. Venetia Waterman to inbound. Boy, this is the first pause we've had since we've started. What a pace so far. McDowell, when they have the ball, McDowell has the ball, and she's fouled away from the basket.
And that's the problem when you're guarding McDowell. When she gets the ball, she gets in her triple threat position. She can do a number of things. She creates her own opportunities. She can shoot off the pass. She can shoot off the dribble. There she's going to take it off the dribble. Morrissey putting the hand on her, trying to stop her. Somebody coming over for help. By that time, it's a little bit too late. She's got the shot off.
Mary Krisham, number 12, comes in for Sterling Newman as the officials are trying to work something out. Larry St. Ors is the lead official there.
There might have been some confusion on who was coming in for whom. Maybe they didn't get it in the books because they're looking over at Morrissey.
We'll get it straightened out.
Yeah, they're checking the number.
You can see Mike Poposi doesn't seem to be terribly concerned.
They had to make sure they knew who was in the game.
Always good. Always good. Ready to go.
Nice look.
As Eisenbarth comes in, a good set play. She is fouled.
Foul 22,
Rachel Hermes commits her first foul.
At the line for Nokomis, number 21, Carrie Eisenbarth.
Although Eisenbarth is only 5'9", she does a very nice job of positioning herself underneath the basket. And once she gets the basketball, she uses the backboard.
Very quickly, Jessie Huff back in. Payne goes out. Eisenbarth, 67% from the line, has 3 points for the afternoon. Nice arc, nice basket. 5-point lead now for Nokomis. Again, the pressure, you'll see it all day long. Rothway. Looks for Suzanne Hermes. Inside Olsen.
Good to see Olsen scoring. Yesterday she was held scoreless until the overtime when she hit the winning bucket. Want to get her involved to make sure she's the leading scorer on the Newman team. Make sure she stays involved when she's cutting, using the backboard and taking her shots.
That's all she had, one basket, but that was the one that won it, so she had a darn good ball game. McDowell with the turnaround. Foul back up underneath as Rochelle Detmers came up with the rebound, and she will go to the line.
Newman has to be a little unhappy as they're bringing someone in with a little more height because Nokomis really shouldn't get the offensive rebounds. Newman has the height advantage. They should be able to turn around, box out, and get that defensive rebound and head back up the floor.
And when they substitute with more height. Stephanie Kendall, a 6-footer, comes in. Suzanne Hermes at 5'10", sits down.
That was certainly a move in response to we need these rebounds. There's no reason why Nokomis, with as short as they are, to get those rebounds, have a second chance.
Second coming for Detmers. So Misses them both. Still a 3-point lead here as we go halfway to the first period. Rachel Hermes. And the 1-2-2 trap led by Molly McDowell at the top at the point. Looking for the big girl. And we get the foul underneath. They try to go into Kendall.
Her second personal foul, fourth team.
And very quickly,
as we take a look at it, that was a very nice lob. This is something Newman can do as the help tries to come over. Huff tries to come over and block the shot. Newman just keep the ball up high, aim for the backboard. Something they can do all afternoon.
Well, Huff has to sit with 2 quick fouls now for Nokomis. And again, a whistle. Ball deflected. Newman will keep possession. Mary Christian right there, number 12, about the only 3-point shooter they have. Matter of fact, McDowell has made more 3-pointers than the entire team. And a good look underneath as Kendall comes in and gets the basket. Stephanie Kendall, her first 2, brings them within 1. Waterman, the freshman. Big battle underneath. We get a held ball. And possession now stays the same way with Nokomis. There is Stephanie Kendall, a senior at 6 feet, coming in for board work.
Again, the shot is taken, but here Nokomis has the edge a little bit, but we go for the fighting for the basketball to try and stop Nokomis from getting those second opportunities.
McDowell, what a move. Patented Molly. She's got 4. And Newman fighting to keep possession. This is Olsen. Stops her dribble. Grisham going right into the teeth of that trap. Ball is loose. And we'll have a backcourt violation. Once again, a turnover forced by Nokomis.
Newman is using that low baseline person there. They pass the ball to her that adjusts the defense, hoping that as they're adjusting, they can get the pass inside to their inside players so they can get the easy bucket. Nokomis doing a nice job of really moving very quickly once the pass is made.
Take a look at the field goal percentage. Nokomis shooting well. Newman shooting about 30%, which is about 10% higher than they shot yesterday at 1. Again, a no-look and Eisenbart. 6 points, Carrie Eisenbart, but what a pass.
Again, Molly creating off her penetration. The defense drops off and the easy dish.
Well, she's only a junior, no question, though. She is a Division I prospect, Molly McDowell.
I like what the paper said. Oh, golly, Miss Molly.
Good golly.
Good golly.
Long one by Grisham is no good, but we get the foul underneath. It will go against Newman. Ball to Nokomis. And we'll check the call. Stephanie Kendall, her first. And substitution, Jessie Huff with 2 fouls comes back in. Gina Payne sits down for Nokomis. And we're also going to see for Nokomis, Bonnie Miners, one of the post players. She'll come in replacing Detmer. Miners, I'm sorry, you're on the 5'10 junior.
Mike, we're seeing today Nokomis is substituting a little more can't say it.
A lot more.
A lot more than what they were doing yesterday.
McDowell again on the feed off to her favorite target, Carrie Eisenbart. Carrie's got 8. The lead is 7. And again, a turnover.
Now Newman is not going to be able to play this game with Nokomis. They're going to have to bring the ball up the floor a little more controlled. They don't have the ball control that Nokomis has. Set things up, run your offense, go to the inside.
Well, they're playing almost offense-defense here as Payne comes in and Huff comes out. See the turnovers already. Newman with 6, 26 yesterday. Here is Payne. Payne shooting over Rachel Hermes, who may have gotten a little hand on her. Back comes Newman, Jennifer Olsen. Newman is a very deliberate team.
Very deliberate. And that's what they need to stick with, what got them down here.
Turnover number 7. Waterman takes the lead from McDowell. And Venetia's got her first bucket.
That's a very common mistake. The player is on the baseline, and if you stop that, cut that off, do not let them cut back around and get it right underneath the basket.
And a silly, careless foul by Venetia Waterman. That's 2. One of the few freshman mistakes you'll see her make. Mike Poposi saying things have got to get better.
Again, the push up the floor by Nokomis and Molly McDowell. You have the penetration here. Nobody completely stopped her, cut her off, and made her decide to do something else. She cut right underneath.
Try again to go into Kendall inside.
And that'll work almost every single time. Keep the ball high, go up high to get it, keep it high, and just go right off the backboard.
Well, that's the game Newman's got to play. And again, the no-look coming down from McDowell. Traveling on Eisenbach, no basket. You know, Yvonne, we're talking to Poposi, and we've seen this team enough to know this is a team that hangs around Newman. It hangs around. But if you get a 10-point lead on Newman, it's almost like a 20-point lead on every other team. They don't have the offense.
Right, they don't have the offense, and that is going to be a problem today. But the other thing is that Nokomis is a running team. Yesterday, everybody set things up and go in a little chess match. Here, Nokomis will fly in, and they'll keep going, keep pounding.
Final 30 seconds of the first period. Underneath again to Kendall, and underneath again it works.
Now what they need to do is once they do that, just assume the ball's going to go in, maybe keep one rebounder down, everybody else get back in transition because Nokomis has been killing you off their transition.
Heavy defensive pressure by Sterling Newman. 10 seconds to go. You see it on the right side of your box. McDowell going to go all the way here.
Got the bounce.
Memories of Molly McDowell. We're going to see a lot of her later today, and I'm sure a lot more coming up. 19-12, Nokomis by 7 and 1.
Welcome back to Redbird Arena. We're getting ready for quarter number 2. Now, every game, Nokomis, they come up with a saying before the game. Jessie Huff comes up with it. Well, today's saying is a neat one. Come to the edge, she said. They said, we are afraid. Come to the edge, she said. They came, he pushed them, and they flew. And that's what's happening right now. Nokomis is coming out flying. Back to you guys.
Eric, you just stay there because we're going to get a translation of that next time out, okay? All right, back we go. Sterling Newman trailing 19-12. Look, McLaughlin from 3. Underneath, we get the foul. It'll go against number 20, Jennifer Olson, for Jen, her first.
Sterling Newman's foul. Number 20, Jennifer Olson, her first personal foul.
19-12. Nokomis over Sterling Newman. First semifinal coming. Second one to follow, and we'll have the finals tonight. 7th foul of the half, so this is Bonnie Miners. Miners averaging just under 4 a game. Her first. 21-12. Once again, you'll always see that trap from Nokomis. Grisham, Rachel Hermes. Newman working the set offense on the perimeter, and they go cross court. McLaughlin, though, doesn't have it.
You get a little better pass. McLaughlin is wide open to take a shot. They need to generate some of that on the outside to open up inside again, because Nokomis has now gotten inside the paint on defense and really going to try and shut that lob off.
Well, it looked like Eisenbach took the ball away, but we get the foul on Carrie Eisenbach, and that'll be 2 on her. 16 foul of the half, so it is a non-shooting foul. Eisenbach comes out, and Rochelle Detmers, number 24, comes back in from Nokomis. Eisenbach, recipient of lots of assists from Molly McDowell, leading with 8 points.
Again, you have to be very careful about the backs turned. When you're playing defense, you need to make sure you see everybody play on a line.
McDowell, the rebound off of Olson Smith, and calls a set play. 21-12, up by 9. If that's the set play.
Sure, it's everybody set up in a stack, and I'll shoot.
6:45 to go in the half. Grisham coming through. Good pass to Rachel Hermes.
There was no commitment by the defense. She was able to kind of lazily penetrate in and then dish it off.
Rachel averages 6. She has 4. Again, the ball in McDowell's hands. for three.
Yesterday against Seton Academy, that's what Nokomis was hitting. Penetration by Molly McDowell. She'd kick it back out, and somebody on the outside would take a shot and knock it down.
Christian makes that three. She is their leading three-point shooter.
That's very
number
important.
26. And a timeout on the floor as Newman has come back to trail only by 4, 21-17, 6:06 to go, first half.
You take a look at the last play here. This is exactly what they need, some outside shooting. Grissom does it, does a very nice job, squares up, takes her time, lets the shot fly, and that's what they need so that now Nokomis will come out a little bit more on their defense. That'll open up the inside. They can go back to that inside-out play.
Maury Huff talking to his team. Maury, 319 wins in his career. Mike Poposi, no slouch either, 153, and a couple of football championships on the boys' side. So these are two experienced hands at the controls for both teams. And again, the pressure, and when pressure comes, number 11 gets the ball.
I'll tell you, Mike Poposi is one of the coolest coaches I've ever seen on the bench. Just sits there laid back.
He's the coach, he's the athletic director, and he fills out all the transcripts. Going up was Bonnie Miners, and she is fouled, and it'll be number 2 on Jennifer Olsen.
20, Jennifer Olsen.
Jennifer Olsen again with the height advantage. The ball goes to the inside. Step behind her. Go put your arms straight up and make Nokomis shoot over you.
Don't get me wrong about Poposi filling out the transcripts. He just writes down the numbers. He doesn't do anything else with it. Rin Hadley, number 20. Before Nokomis comes in. Miss Miners misses her first after 2 successful.
That's something they weren't doing yesterday either. They were knocking down their free throws.
Laughlin, goes for Rachel Hermes. Newman down by 4. Grisham again goes inside. Rachel Hermes up, and she is fouled. Newman playing a lot smarter now.
Well, this time the ball went into the inside. It was a little bit of a lob, but she wasn't positioned to take that lob pass. She had to turn around. And once she turned around, somebody from Nokomis came in defensively trying to knock it down.
Rachel Hermes, shooting 2.
Miners the foul, her first. Hermes shoots 64% from the line, and she makes 3 out of 3.
Again, here's the pass. It is high, but what you need to do when you're a post player, you get the ball, you need to make a quick decision, assess where the defense is, decide which way you're going to go, still keep the ball high, go strong, and try to take that shot.
Kim Morrissey is in. Jennifer Olsen is out. As Hermes splits it.
Oh, common mistake.
McLaughlin. Nice block by Miners. And we get a held ball. Some furious action by both teams. Excellent defense. Possession arrow in the direction of Nokomis.
What happens when you're a post player, as we take a look at it here, you get the basketball, you got to turn to the outside, look up the floor. Once you turn to the inside, the defense can double team you there. It's very hard to make that cross-court pass. So get the basketball, turn to the outside.
Coming up to the 5-minute mark of the first half as McDowell again looking for a favorite target, Eisenbach.
And why that worked, McDowell with the penetration, she caused 3 defenders to come up and guard her. That dropped off from the post, an easy shot, or excuse me, an easy pass.
Full court pressure and the foul right off the inbounds. Milt Morse, the official, making the call.
McDowell draws so much attention. Very concerned when she gets the basketball because she can shoot off her drive.
Foul is on Hadley. And we'll go down the other end to shoot as both teams are over the limit.
Kim Morrissey shooting the 1.
Kim Morrissey, 2 points on the day so far. Free throw shooting has been spotty on both sides. McDowell on the foul.
Again, we take a look at it here. She's at the top of the break to throw the pass right out to her. Once she gets it, obviously you've seen that she can handle in the open court. She's going to take it herself. Does a little maneuver there to get it up. All she has to do is find the basket. She's going to make a way to get it in there.
Molly with 8. Stays there right now.
Go strong and get it.
Nokomis breaking away after Newman was making a run. Grisham. McLaughlin in the corner. Grisham another three. Not this time. Rebound strongly taken down by number 40 once again. It's Bonnie Miners. One of the three players in that post rotation that Maury Huff uses. Another set play. Called by
We've seen those before. Again,
clear
isolation. She is amazing. That was an isolation play. You saw it coming when the offensive side and the right side went away. Everybody tried to draw it to her. She still got it off.
Oh, well, now we'll try to force her left.
Again, it's a trap.
Grisham losing the ball in the double team right in front of us. And we'll show it to you here. First, though, we'll take a timeout. Once again, Nokomis has put on a spurt. They lead it by 9. 4:03 to go, first half.
This is Imagine TV.
Get more for your money on Invest for Success, where this week's quick pick is Mercury Grand Marquis. With a price of around $20,598, the newly restyled 98 Grand Marquis has a powerful V8, a smooth, quiet ride, and plenty of cargo and passenger space, all for around $25,998. So if you want great value in a full-size...
Along with Yvonne Simmons and Eric Collins, I'm Mike Liederman, and we'll take a look at that last play. Fist in the air.
Take a look in the playbook. You want to get an ISO for Molly McDowell. Everybody goes away. Defense comes over. She gets the shot off anyway. An outstanding ball player.
And Christian with 2 fouls really couldn't do much right there. Here is Molly again. That time deflected. But there she is on the takeaway. McDowell saving it beautifully to Waterman. Venetia Waterman will be called for traveling. But what example of Molly McDowell's play, not just shooting, not just playmaking, defensively as well.
Right, and that's a sign of a great player. You make a mistake, although it was a nice shot, it got blocked, but you come around, play defense, and get a steal.
Sarah Hermes. Suzanne Hermes, rather. And
1-2-2.
Newman trying to set something up for Olsen. Jennifer Olsen, they swing it the other way to McLaughlin.
Again, the only thing I don't like are the backs turned by Nokomis, and if Newman would pass the ball a little bit quicker and a little more sharply, you could get a pass off on that swing.
Olsen with a move. And underneath Rachel Hermes. Rebound by Eisenbarth. McDowell gets it up to Waterman. I guess you could call it controlled frenzy when you see Nokomis on offense.
Any opportunity, they will try to push the ball up the floor, but you can also see that they can set plays and run in their half set, which sometimes teams that like to run cannot do, although they usually get it together by the end of the season.
McDowell down low, couldn't handle that, lost her footing, and a little slow to get up.
Looks like she banged her knee a little bit. That's one thing I have seen. Everybody's knees on these high school teams look awful.
All different colors.
Now I know why some people wear knee pads.
Well, you used to hit the floor a lot, didn't you? No. That was for the other. Okay.
I'm not going to go there.
Leave it alone.
You know, hey. I'm sure I did.
Wheaton Star, right? That you were.
I guess I just wouldn't do it now. Don't do it now. Cross-court pass there. They were able to set up for their shot. A little bit short.
McLaughlin missing everything. A foul underneath on the rebound.
That was a little short, but still the option was there.
Suzanne Hermes gets the foul, and for Suzanne,
10th team foul.
number 3.
At the line, Carrie Eisenbarth shooting 2.
We got her for 3. They have her for 2, so we'll go with the official.
In high school, once you get the 10th team foul, you get 2 shots. The bonus foul.
Eisenbarth now 2 for 3 from the line, holding at 10 points. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go, first half. Nokomis with the 9-point lead, even stuck there. Now it's 10. And Eisenbarth, the leading scorer, now with 11. Laughlin. Coming up to the 2-minute mark. Olsen can't go anywhere in the corner, and they swing it again to McLaughlin.
And they know that Olsen's not going to take that shot from there, so they're not going to come out and pressure her. They're going to hang back a little bit and stay in front of that post player.
Suzanne Hermes did not get a good look. Here's McDowell. Underneath. Huff. Check it. It is Miners with the follow. She's got 4.
And that is something Mike Capozzi will talk about at halftime, taking care of the basketball. That's another thing. But one other thing is that Nokomis, when they do miss the shots, they're getting the second opportunities.
McDowell now with the steal and 12 points. And the lead has grown to 14 with a quick burst. And missing was Morrissey. And again, the foul underneath. Suzanne Hermes one more time. Suzanne Hermes now, for sure, she's got 3.
Nokomis is also getting the opportunities underneath the basket on the defensive rebound. They have the position. Newman needs to realize that, get back, because you know the transition is coming.
Well, they get Stephanie Kendall back in. And Newman is really at a key point here. They cannot fall further behind. Down 14. They can come back, but this is not a team like Nokomis that can hit you with a big 6 or 10 point burst.
Well, the problem with Newman, and he said that yesterday, is that we don't come down here and have a big scoring output. So that's the problem. They were anemic yesterday on their offense.
Let's listen into the huddle as Mike Capozzi is saying something.
He's saying, let's go.
Well, whatever it is, it'll be a good secret. Okay.
No, really, yesterday they were very anemic on offense. The concern is now we have to find a way to score. We don't have a lot of input from the outside scorers. They're shutting off our inside, so we're going to have to penetrate and dish, create something for ourselves. 18 points is not going to get it when you play against a Nokomis team that likes to run. They average 66 points a game.
Miners with her 5th point, her 3rd from the line. 15-point lead. Rachel Hermes sweeps the boards. Newman trying to do something in the final minute here of the first half.
And Newman on an average 59 points.
Kendall underneath. It worked before. That time she missed it. Now we get a foul underneath on Waterman, number 44.
So to finish my thought, Newman, they can score. 59 points a game is pretty good. The problem is when they come down here, they usually have a problem. They're in the record books a couple of times for having the lowest point scoring. Yesterday their score was low as well.
Well, they had 1 more point than turnover, both teams combined. Kendall, 70% free throw shooter, gets her 7th point. They bring her back, and once again they pound it inside, and she's been doing the job. Already over her per game average. She's got 8. There's the clock. Final minute. Ball in the hands of you-know-who, Molly McDowell.
They're going to spread it out here a little bit. Waste some time.
Man-to-man defense, as is normal for Sterling. Feeling normal.
And the refs, once the pressure is on a little bit, it's going to get the 5 count. Morrissey putting on a little more than everyone else.
Well, Newman used this tactic to set up a winning basket in the overtime last night. Circumstances not quite the same here. But Nokomis working for the 1 shot. You see the time ticking off, under 20 seconds now.
Look. Who do you think's going to take that last shot? Or dish to them for the last shot?
Be surprised.
There we go. Again with the offensive rebound, the back foot. Hey, that's got to kill you going into the locker room.
And Rochelle Detmers makes it at the buzzer.
Mike Capozzi is just disgusted right now, very upset with his team.
Well, Mike Capozzi's got a lot to talk about. His team is going into the locker room trailing by 15. Let's check in with Eric Collins.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike. Mike, somewhat of a tough first half for you guys. What's the locker room going to be like? What are you going to try and discuss with the girls?
Well, we got to get back to things that we were doing right, and all of a sudden, we're getting away from. We got to get the ball inside. We haven't been doing that lately, and playing a lot better defense. We play pretty good defense there, and then we don't get the boards. They're just more aggressive than we are. Again, we got to talk about that.
You mentioned yesterday that that you were a little bit upset about your team and the laid-back nature that they had against Carleton. Did you feel that in the first half?
I think we're playing much more aggressive than we did yesterday. I don't think we're laid back. We're, pretty much laying it on the line. We're just making too many mistakes, just too many mistakes. We gave them a lot of easy baskets early when we were letting Molly get the ball in the press, and they were having 2-on-1 breaks all the time. So we took that away, but now we're going to sleep on the half-court D. So, we've got to make some changes.
Well, good luck in the second half.
Thanks.
That's Mike Paposi. Now let's go back to Mike Lederman.
35-20, the Lady Comets lead the Lady Redskins. We will take a break and be back with halftime activities right here at Bloomington Normal.
Folks, welcome back to Redbird Arena. We're at halftime here. The first semifinal. Nokomis on top of Newman by a score of 35-20, but now we are absolutely delighted to be joined by Nicole Coates. Nicole Coates is going to step right in right here. She is what we're calling the attitude coordinator down here for the state, actually for the entire year for IHSA. What she's doing is coordinating a sportsmanship effort that the IHSA is trying to promote. Now, tell us a little bit more about this funny-looking guy right behind us. Who is this attitude?
Our attitude is a representation of the focus of our sportsmanship program, which concentrates on self-control, a positive attitude, and respect for authority and peers.
Now, what exactly is this? Can you explain what this guy looks like?
Attitude is an A, which is one of the symbols in the attitude. It represents, I guess, it's a visible reminder for everyone to carry through with the focus of our sportsmanship program.
Now, I've been told that you actually at one time were inside this costume. What was that like?
I don't think that's ever really been. No, I was, and it was a great experience. We've been well received by all the schools that we've gone to, all the championship events, and also all of the small public appearances that we've done. We've been very well received.
Now, I know this is just one part of the sportsmanship program that you guys are trying to promote. What are some of the other steps or issues that you're dealing with?
We have the Sport of Winning Attitude campaign, which also goes to every single championship event. We give out sportsmanship banners for those teams who have shown a remarkable representation of the behavior that we like.
That's Nicole Coates. I'm happy to talk to Nicole Coates. I think this guy should be called Atta-Dude.
Okay,
what do you think about that?
We'll think about changing that one.
All right, what we're doing now, we're going to do is March Madness. Every halftime, we're going to have the Ameritech long distance shootout. What that's going to entail is one lucky shooter is going to get a chance to shoot from half court. If they make it, Ameritech is going to award them with 500 free minutes of Ameritech calling card service. For today's contestant, we're going to go to Dante Carino. Dante Carino is going to take a shot.
Direct your attention to the arena floor, where Dante Perino, a fan from Rock Falls, will participate in the Ameritech cellular half-court shot. He will shoot from mid-court, and if successful, will receive 5 one-hour Ameritech prepaid phone calling cards. Dante, please attempt your half-court shot now. As a consolation prize, you've won a 15-minute Ameritech prepaid calling card. In a world of technology, people make the difference.
Just like the rest of us, he's going to have to pay for his phone call. But stay tuned to Fox Sports Chicago. When we return, Yvonne Simmons, Mike Lederman, they'll be back with first half analysis and comments. Stay tuned, everybody.
35-20, Nokomis leading Sterling Newman, the first semifinal here at the Class A Championships. Yvonne, we knew it was going to be a contrast in styles, and so far Nokomis with the run and gun, as opposed to pounded in by Sterling Newman, certainly has done what it does better.
Right, Nokomis has really been controlling the tempo. Newman needs to work on rebounding, take care of the basketball. We'll take a look at the highlights here. Molly McDowell has really been the one that has sparked this ball club, always does. There she dish off to Eisenbarth, who makes the easy shot. Then we come over to Newman, who did a nice job of getting it on the inside. They need to go to this more. The ball's taken up high, gone right in. We're going to look for that more in the second half. Again, McDowell with the dish. Eisenbarth, their favorite target today, takes it up.
Oh my, she is Molly, and we'll take a look at her one more time. Missing this time? Not really. Molly McDowell, and this is her set play.
She can score off the penetration. We'll take a look at here to set play drawn up just for Molly in isolation. She takes it, goes strong to the basket, and again, an easy afternoon for her so far.
Makes it look easy so far. We've got another half of basketball coming up. We'll bring it to you right after these words. Well, you know what you can tell from statistics, but in this case, they don't lie. Our Ameritech first half statistics will show you that Nokomis is out shooting, out rebounding, and generally outdoing Sterling Newman.
Right, and that's really the problem there. Nokomis at 58%, but the big story here is the rebounding advantage by Nokomis. Usually they're at 33 for the game, and Newman is at 37 right now, getting out-rebounded. I'm sure that's something they talked about as a team.
Free throws a problem for Nokomis, but that's about the only problem that the Redskins have been having. Let's go over to Eric Collins. He's got Maury Huff with him.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike. Maury, an exceptional first half for you guys. You have a 15-point lead at halftime. What was the attitude in the locker room?
Just very focused, not trying to get, happy with what we've done. We've not accomplished anything. We haven't won a darn thing yet. They are highly capable. What I'm concerned about was what they were in there talking about. They're going to come out. They want this thing as bad as we do. They sure aren't going to give up. And I don't want our kids to think that we've won anything and that they're, our kids have tendencies. You watch, our kids have tendencies to have third quarter letdowns. Okay. I'm scared to death right now that might happen. We'll sure see. It happened yesterday until my daughter hit those 3 threes. It happened in the super sectional. Let's pray it doesn't happen here right now.
Well, folks, you heard it here first, right from the horse's mouth. That's Maury Huff saying, look out for a third quarter letdown. He doesn't want to see it happen, but right now, Nokomis, they can stand a little bit of shaking in their foundation. They're up by 15, 35-20. We'll have all the third quarter action when we return here on Fox Sports Chicago.
Ready for third quarter action here at Normal, Illinois. Nokomis leading Newman Central Catholic 35-20, and for Newman, Kim Morrissey right in front of us, ready to inbound to start the third quarter. Melissa McLaughlin takes the ball right there. One of the leading scorers has been held scoreless.
Newman, you want to look for the inside-out game. Really spread Nokomis out, penetrate to get some opportunities, move the ball quickly like they are, but you also got to look inside.
Starters in for both teams.
Nokomis very clamped down there. They go with the lob.
Right into Rachel Hermes, and they do what they're supposed to do. And the foul.
What happened there for Nokomis? Everybody was in front of the post player there, and so Hermes was able to get the lob, go up with it, move towards the basket. Nobody was there to come over to help on the other side.
7 points for Rachel Hermes. Now she's got 8. And here comes the pressure from Sterling Newman.
3-2 zone pressure by Newman. Doesn't really affect Nokomis. Again with the
Molly Eisenbarth. And the foul underneath. And it'll be against Molly McDowell. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Not a bad line for her first half.
Line at all. But what I like to see statistically for the year, she does attempt as many as twice as many shots as the rest of her teammates, but you'd like to see in this third quarter somebody else get a little more involved to take some of the pressure off of her.
And if anything, Maury Huff says she's too unselfish.
Right. She likes to look for the players. Once she penetrates, she can dish off. So she's just a great ball player. Again, they're back in their 1-2 zone press. Again, with the backs turned, they're able to take the shot out of range a little bit for Olsen.
Foul underneath.
Olsen doesn't quite have the strength for that. He had a little more room, maybe take a quick dribble and take it back up, but she was out of her range.
Check it, no foul, just the ball out of bounds. And very quickly, Stephanie Kendall comes back in, the big player for Newman.
Again, Newman breaking it very quickly.
Here's McDowell all the way.
Oh, bounces out the player. And then shoots the basketball. A lot of body control for Molly McDowell.
And contact, but the officials let him play. Right in front of us again, and ball deflected out of bounds. Newman will keep control. 37-23, they trail by 14. Second semifinal coming up right after this one.
Again, trying to work the triangle there on the right side. There they swing it and get the shot. Gotta knock those down.
McLaughlin, Morrissey follows.
Now with the baseball pass.
Look at this for Waterman, and Waterman is fouled by Kim Morrissey.
What you like to see in Molly McDowell, as soon as she gets the basketball, she looks up the floor for an opportunity, takes one dribble, shoves it up to a wide open player. Somebody from Newman, good job at hustling, getting down there on the defense. Actually, that was Morrissey.
And underneath, quick pass on the inbounds. It goes to Bonnie Miners. Miners with 7. And the lead continues to build now. It's biggest at 16.
You see Nokomis really hanging back on Newman, daring them to take that outside shot, really concentrating on the inside as 3 Nokomis players come there. Has a turnover there.
With the walk called on Stephanie Kendall.
Kendall, knowing she needs to get to the basket somehow, wanting to make the move, but had 3 players on her. There's their post player. You need to decide that you can't do anything, kick it right back out, and start the play over again.
And again, they went to the court pass, and as McDowell picks it up, she gets fouled. Foul is by McLaughlin. That is her first.
I'm amazed how each time Molly McDowell's in the middle of the floor, they chuck the ball to her, throw a long baseball pass, she's able to jump up and get up there. No one for Newman ever deflecting that pass or intercepting it. Nice curl.
Now one more time, it's Bonnie Miners. Miners now with 9 off the assist from you-know-who.
Now we see somebody else getting a little more involved. The curl off the screen and a nice roll down to the basket.
Newman looking to try to get something going. They've got all the big people in there. And this time it's Olsen getting the roll.
And that was much better. She dribbled it once, brought it back up, was able to get the strength, use her legs and get the strength to get it up there.
Average is near the 11. She has 4. Maury Huff just talks to Molly McDowell, and they'll set it up again.
I really like how versatile this Nokomis team is. You see now they're setting it up in the half court. They're able to run the plays. Yes, they do like to push the ball up the floor, but they can also slow it down. Good box out by everybody at Newman. You see the ball drop on the floor, and that's a drill that you practice and practice.
Olsen again on that right side. Morrissey doesn't get it, and coming down with the rebound is Miners. 41-25, 4:45 to go. You see it there. Third quarter, IHSA Championship semifinal. Mike Liederman along with Yvonne Simmons and Eric Collins bringing it to you on Fox Sports Chicago. 41-25. There's Molly McDowell. Will be a timeout on the floor. When we come back, we'll have more. You like basketball? We got basketball. Plenty of it. 4 straight weekends of March Madness coverage through the IHSA. Next Saturday, the girls class AA teams battle. We've got both semifinals and the final right here on Fox Sports Chicago. Lots more coming today, of course, in Class A as we continue. The inbound. This time it was missed by Eisenbach. 16-point lead for Nokomis over Newman Central Catholic. Newman with the ball. Christian back in number 12, the 3-point shooter, and they're going to need her now. They're going to need help from McLaughlin, too. Can't get it. Not there. Huff looks inside. One more time, Miners. 11 points for Bonnie Miners. 11 for Eisenbach, 14 for Molly McDowell. That's been the story for Nokomis.
The Miners right now with 11 points. She only averages almost 4 a game.
Olsen this time. Strong off the rim. Nokomis keeps the pressure on. This is Waterman.
What I like about that, other than the baseball pass, was that a freshman, although she's played a full year now, was able to collect herself, find herself on the basketball floor, see where she was, and take the shot.
20-point lead as McLaughlin gets one with a white shirt right in her face.
And McLaughlin was very quiet in the first half. She's an all-around player, very versatile. She can shoot off the pass. She can also shoot off the dribble. We need to see her be a little more aggressive on the offensive end.
Her first basket. And here comes Molly McDowell. Didn't take it with the left hand. And there's a foul underneath. Rachel Hermes commits it, her second. And McDowell there with one of the poorer decisions, if you can critique her at all.
Well, one of my coaches always told me is that you know where the shot's going once they take it. You know it's going to the basket, so don't follow the shot with your eyes. You're going to turn around, look at the person you're going to box out, take care of your box out, then go and get the rebound. They're just following the ball, looking up, and then trying to get the rebound, not getting any type of positioning.
Grisham looks inside. Rachel Hermes, good entry pass, but can't get it to drop.
That was a nice flash. The shot wasn't taken with very much confidence.
Stepped on the sideline, turnover Nokomis. 18-point lead there. You talk about knees. A lot of floor burns there.
Well, they work very hard defensively. They have 4 fouls each. They've had to guard Molly McDowell, had to help out on Molly McDowell. So, you know, they're paying the price right now on the bench, but they've worked very hard, and it's hard to stop her.
Foul away on Huff, and Huff has her third. Still a non-shooting situation. We're going to see that's Gina Payne coming in from the scores table. Check it. That's Jana Spears, number 14, making her first entry. And again, a discussion. We'll mention Larry Bishop's name. There he is. And we're straight.
Nice
good
entry
look.
pass. Good flash in the inside. You flash to where the defense isn't, an opening in your set. Obviously a set play. Worked out very well.
Rachel Hermes. Eisenbarth commits her third foul, and that has been the most successful strategy for Newman. No surprise, pounded inside. Here is Rachel Hermes looking for her 11th point, doesn't get it. Nokomis up 16, 45-29. Molly McDowell. Eisenbarth the follow, and she is fouled. If that's Rachel Hermes, that'll be 3 on her. And it is.
Eisenbarth is the second leading scorer and the leading rebounder on this team. Again, at 5'9", uses her body really well to get positioning, and what she does, get the basketball for the second opportunity. She goes up very strong for it.
Kelly Eisenbarth didn't get the roll that time, holding at 11 points. Doesn't. She'll come out. Number 24, Rochelle Detmers comes in. Rochelle with 2. That will be called on Rachel Hermes.
You know what you want to do. You got to catch the basketball, turn around, and just check out the situation. You can't turn around, try and think of what you're going to do, and get ready to pass it all at the same time. Collect yourself so that you can make a decent decision.
Man for Newman. Usually, so many teams have played box and 1, and Molly McDowell as Nokomis throws the ball away. Maury Huff was telling us that yesterday, Yvonne. They played box and 1, triangle and 2. When they see those kind of defenses, Nokomis' eyes light up because that opens the floor more for Molly's passes.
Well, she knows that it's a 1-on-1 game there, but she's going to penetrate and draw that additional defender so that she can pass it off to somebody. There, what happened to Nokomis on the pass, there was a big defender in front of the point guard. Weren't able to see who she was passing to. Passed it a little bit high.
Rachel Hermes flashing through the lane, gets points number 12. Here's McDowell.
But then Newman comes around after making a very nice basket and gets killed in transition.
Fouls on McLaughlin.
If Newman's going to have any chance, they're going to have to stop the mental breakdowns. Again, Molly McDowell, she gets the basketball, going to attack the basket. There's going to need to be a lot of help. You're going to have to stop her strong, make her decide to do something else, at least for a chance, to either get the steal or stop somebody else, but get the ball out of her hands.
Last touch by Newman. Nokomis keeps possession.
This is going to be a gut check by Newman. Someone's going to have to step up and stop her.
Gina Payne now. Number 14 for Newman comes in, 5'7" and senior. There's your situation. 48-31, a minute 22 to go. Third quarter. Winner plays tonight in the championship. There's Molly. And there's Molly. Her Nokomis the foul to fourth.
Although Molly missed that shot the last time around, she has been penetrating so much that you almost forget that that's something she can do as well. Again, with the pressure, it's back far enough. The defense has not committed to Hermes, so you got to make them commit to you before you make that pass. They come a little bit closer, you go around them, make that bounce pass, get out of harm's way. Molly McDowell was back too far. She was able to deflect that and get the basket, or actually get on the free throw line.
Well, even more than that, as cousin Suzanne Hermes comes in and Rachel leaves. In addition to that, again, the perception, the way she sees the floor, the way she anticipates. Right. She knew what Rachel Hermes was going to do with the ball before Rachel did. And
that's also part of being a good player, your anticipation. You play within the passing lanes. You know what somebody's going to do. Watch their eyes, watch their body movements. And if you're that type of player, it's very easy to get a steal.
18 for McDowell. McLaughlin forces it up.
Yesterday in the quarterfinals, McDowell got 7 steals, so somebody that's very active with their hands.
Well, she had 8 assists too, 28 points. Not a bad night for her.
Not a bad working night at all.
Now McLaughlin is taking McDowell. 3 starters for Newman on the bench with 4 fouls.
Now Nokomis is being a little too tentative. They're trying to stall game, and that's fine. But you've got to still play with aggression. You've got to still throw those passes.
That's very true. They talked about a third quarter letdown. Maury Huff did. It didn't happen.
Well, I thought he did a very nice job of slowing the game down, making them control it, getting them in their half court and running their plays instead of just running wild. He controlled that situation.
Nokomis fans across the way are applauding. Final 5 seconds. McDowell at the buzzer, and nothing happening. So that time was squandered, but very little else has been for Nokomis. They've got it going all their way. Hiawatha 50-31 and the 3.
Folks, welcome back. Nokomis is just a quarter away from getting into the state championship game. They're ahead 50-31. Now, 6 years ago, Maury Huff, the head coach of Nokomis, said he'd had enough. He tried to quit. He handed in his resignation, actually, but the fans and the parents, they wouldn't let him. They said, we want you to coach our girls. So he stayed on, and now just a couple of bits away from a state championship. Guys, back to you.
And Maury Huff told his team before they went back on the floor, if I can read lips, and we'll have to ask him this later, but he said, finish this game strong. And that's something that's so much a part of him, to make sure every minute that you play with your heart, play with your gut, and you should control the outcome.
All right, we are into the 4th quarter. Nokomis with the big lead. 19 points on Sterling Newman. Gets the turnover. Mary Christian now, as we told you, she's about their only 3-point threat, along with McLaughlin right here. And Newman is not a team that scores points in bunches.
No, they don't score quickly at all. Okay, that's a good start.
Well, Melissa McLaughlin with her 2nd basket.
But as we've seen, Nokomis is giving Newman the opportunity on the outside. They're just going to have to put him in.
Detmers this time reverses it and gives the assist to Molly McDowell, who uses the left hand there, and she's got 20. And of course, Newman cannot afford to swap baskets.
No.
It is starting to sound like a Seinfeld episode. I understand that. When they're holding up signs that say, let's go Newman.
You had to do it, didn't you?
I held it off for 3 quarters in about 5 years, but the show's going off. We got to do it once. Again, 3 of the Newman starters with 4 fouls. And one of them's coming back right now. We've got Olsen with 4. And here's McDowell with a 2-on-2.
Oh.
Nice play underneath, blocked out of bounds. Looks like Olsen or Christian got her.
If this play would have made it, that would have sent this place going. She shows the basketball, takes it up herself. You know, it actually gets deflected a little bit, so she didn't get her arms behind it. But if that would have made it, that would have sent this crowd crazy.
There's the story, the offense.
55%, well over their average for Nokomis. Again, they're getting a lot of layups the transition.
McDowell a little too fancy on the no-look. Right into a blue jersey. Olsen moved up to the wing from that right corner. McLaughlin. And the rebound. Miners. 6 minutes to go. Look at Molly throw it up once again. Eisenbarth.
Again, we're talking about using your strength as a post player. Eisenbarth does not have the height, uses her body as a deflection or as to shield herself from the block. Actually uses her body, goes in strong, uses her right hand off the board.
14 points for Carrie Eisenbarth, and none more acrobatic.
That was just sheer power and strength. She wasn't able to play like that yesterday. Seton Academy had a shot blocker in there. She only had 5 points yesterday.
Well, Nokomis was worried about the height of Newman, as well they should be, as Newman was effective when they pounded the ball inside, but
sometimes what happens with big post players, they can be 6'2", but they sometimes don't play like it. They don't use the space of a 6'2" person, and that's what's happening today. Newman is not using their space, using their height.
Olsen had 2 good looks, but it wouldn't fall. And once again, Kim Morrissey with 4 fouls comes in. Payne comes out for Newman.
As a post player, you want a very low base, get low, get wide.
Kathleen Hermes comes in. Eisenbarth with her 15 points sits down. 5:34 to go here in the first semifinal. Frankfurt Carthage coming up after this, and a good shot from the corner. Mary Grisham with a big 3, her second. She's got 6.
That'll open it up just a little bit, but they haven't proven enough that they can make it there consistently for Nokomis really to commit every single time.
55-36. Nokomis. McDowell has it taken away. It takes it right back, and we get a foul. Looks like it's going to go against Huff. And for Jessie Huff, that'll be her 4th.
Good defensive play by Crystal.
5 minutes, 8 seconds to go. 55-36. Again, it's the 19-point lead. Maury Huff does not want any letdowns. You can see it in his face. You don't have to lip read to know what he's saying. Well, the action never stops here on Fox Sports Chicago Tuesday night. You can catch both the Bulls and Blackhawks beginning at 7 p.m. with the Game Room. Then the Blackhawks against St. Louis, the Blues on Fox Sports Chicago, and the Bulls against the Nuggets on Fox Sports Plus. Check with your local cable company for the Fox Sports Chicago Plus channel in your area. That is a mouthful. Fox Sports Chicago Plus channel. Mike Poposi, I think he has rented that little table there for his right arm. Mike, again, outstanding career on all levels at Newman Catholic. See Mike come the fall. And it's football time. And Morrissey is fouled as she goes through the lane. For Miners, Bonnie Miners, her 3rd. Free throws, well, it's a good thing Nokomis isn't pressed. They haven't shot them very well. Newman, about average for them. And here is Morrissey. 3 points for Morrissey. Huff comes out. And Janice Spears comes in.
Morrissey is a senior. She's the 3rd-year starter on this team. The assist leader.
And Kim Morrissey makes them both. She has 4, cuts the lead, if you will, to 55-38. 4:58 to go, and will go, but just for a minute. The sister act, Kathleen and Suzanne Hermes. They are sisters. Rachel, a cousin over on the Sterling Newman side. They've had fine seasons. It has not been a fine game for them.
No, but it's something that they'll always remember. As sisters, as teammates, you always remember when you went downstate. I know my teammates and I from high school still talk about it when we were downstate. But as sisters, that's even a more special bond because it's, you know, something you talk about at night, you talk about all during the season.
Nisha Waterman misses the 3 as Newman is running 2 and 3 players at Molly McDowell. Here is Grisham, 4:35 to go, down by 17 points. Last touched by Nokomis.
You know, it's a funny thing too, especially when you have these teams that have that come down all the time. You know, you're always compared to some other team, and
Olsen.
you always think the team you played on was the best. There's no way, you know, and it happened to me this year. Somebody said something about Wheaton South, and I was like, no, they're not as good as we were. I'm not going to believe it.
They'll get better as the time goes on. Clock running out on Sterling Newman for the 2nd straight year. They've made it to the Final Four and appear to come up short, barring some incredible resurgence. And there is Molly McDowell, and Molly's got 22. Average is 23. Grisham fires up the field.
Nice. We needed some of that in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd quarter.
Well, I'll give you an idea. McDowell has made 48 3-pointers. Newman as a team has made 37.
Wow, that's a good stat. That tells you something there, but there was no hesitation to that shot and just made it, took it up and dropped it down.
57-43. Nokomis takes a timeout, and Maury Huff just wanting to say a few things like, let's finish this one, okay?
Yeah, you need mental toughness. You want to be a good player, a good team. You got to have it all the time. He's someone that preaches that, teaches that, and obviously displays that. Give him a good earful.
And people forget how young this team is.
Exactly.
Remember, we told there's one senior on the roster.
And he said that they've been playing together since 7th and 8th grade. They've been groomed for this team. They've been groomed to be here.
Well, that's an interesting, and groomed was, I believe, Maury's word, and that ruffled a few feathers. He tried to deflect. I said, oh, you know, we haven't been breeding them for this, but they certainly have played together, and they have done so well, even a year earlier than planned. With this team, he felt next year would be the year for them downstate, but they've made it a little bit early.
Well, I think what he's done is he's put these ideas in their heads, and if you've heard this from 7th and 8th grade, you have the talent to back it up, the mental attitude to back it up. That's something that will stick with you, and as freshmen and sophomore, it only gets better as junior and seniors.
All right, Eric Collins been roaming the sidelines. Let's go to him now, Eric.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike and Yvonne. You guys are talking about how Nokomis has been groomed. Well, this is their first time down here, and I asked Maury about it, and Maury kind of took offense to it. He said, we should have been out here a number of times, but Teutopolis is in our region, and everyone knows how tough Teutopolis is. He said, if we just could have gotten past Teutopolis, we had state championship caliber teams to come down here, but we just couldn't get past T-Town. Back to you guys.
That's quite a hurdle, yeah. T-Town, of course, a multiple state champion. Didn't make it here this year, and Nokomis knocked them off. Under 3.5 to go, and another turnover, and look who's got the ball. Our Lincoln Mercury player of the game, Molly McDowell. Behind the back, and the dish, and the bucket.
You gotta love her. She is a big-time player.
59-43, leads at 16, coming up to the 3-minute mark. Grisham, not this time. Underneath Olsen, fighting for it, makes a good save. It'll be Newman ball out of bounds. And there she is for Lincoln Mercury, our player of the game, Molly McDowell. 22 points and counting.
Right here. Get to know that number.
And one more steal.
Illinois Basketball Coaches Association first-team All-Stater as a junior. Division I college prospect.
Absolutely. You look at the maturity.
Exactly. Heady ball player. Knows the game, understands the tempo, understands what she needs to do in every situation. And again, we've seen her in only a couple of games, but these couple of games have been really good ones.
A rare turnover for her, and coming through Morrissey, and she is tied up. So that'll be a held ball. Jesse Huff getting in there to get a hand on it. And possession arrow stays with Sterling Newman. 2:26 left here. Grisham again gets a nice screen, but blocked by Detmers.
Newman has been very quiet, number 44 for Nokomis, and she's another outstanding player. She's a freshman. They were part of a co-op system with Nokomis, and also was it Raymond Lincolnwood. They're allowed one player to come over, and she's the player.
And you start as a freshman. She's got to be something.
She's excellent. Really been quiet, taken out of her game in this game, but
Grisham the foul.
An outstanding player.
Newman foul on number 12.
Girls basketball is getting better and better. You can come in now very young and play on varsity teams. People are coming in, going into college as freshmen and starting and getting significant time. All these AAU programs, a lot of programs that happen in the summer. They shoot a lot more now. They practice more. You have a lot more gym rats than what you had because it's a cool thing to do now.
And if you think Jessie Huff spending all her time in the gym, guess again. She's also number 1 in the sophomore class. Grisham missing again. Follow up by McLaughlin.
And that's also a classic coach's kid. Usually they know their game, and they're also very good students.
Foul number 11, Molly McDowell, her second personal.
McDowell commits her second foul. Alyssa McLaughlin with 4 points. Grisham comes out. Gina Payne comes in. Mary Grisham with those big threes. McLaughlin now with 5 between the threes and Kendall's 8 and Hermes is 5 inside. That has been the story of the offense for Newman.
You know, they wanted to improve on the 3rd place finish last year, and they're going to be in the 3rd place game this year. So, you know, there's a disappointment, but this is a very good Nokomis team. They have a lot of guns, or actually, not really a lot of guns, but they work so well together as a team, a very cohesive unit. Going to be very tough to beat. Defensively, they just really didn't get the job done on Molly McDowell. She's a tough player, but they can't hang their heads. They've got another game to play, and at least they can get that 3rd place game and come back to back 3rd place.
Well, they call a timeout here with 1:46 to go. Again, coming up, 2nd game of this tournament, Frankfort High School against the number 1 rated team in the state, Carthage. So that should be a dilly, and then of course we'll have the final tonight. And let's, as they say, listen in. Better than we could, but essentially it's keep your concentration. You got 1:46 on the clock. Let's get done. Let's get out of here and get some rest for tonight.
See, his tone is a little bit different, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite have that flair.
Well, we talked to him, and we said to him yesterday, he doubled up the other team when he played Seton Academy, 68-34. He said, Maury, how come you didn't get your subs in the 4th quarter? He said, how much was I up? I said, 24. He didn't even realize it.
And he said his kids just really want to play. They don't even think about getting out. They don't think about getting tired. They just want to go, especially when you get down in this situation downstate. You just want to play. You don't want it to ever be over.
Well,
unless, of
Newman
course, you're on the losing end.
Win, right.
I thought about that after I said it.
Here is Olsen missing. And full pressure by Newman, and McDowell just loves it. Here's her favorite target. Carrie Eisenbart.
Having a great day today. Again, yesterday, shot blockers were in there. Couldn't quite get the same inside strength that they had today.
McLaughlin underneath missing, and coming up to the final 60 seconds here in the semifinal. And Rachel Hermes fouls McDowell from behind, and that'll be it for Rachel.
The Newman has a lot of seniors on their team, so they're giving some people their last bit of playing time. Last time Newman fans will see them.
And Mike Poposi, in a really nice gesture to his team, of course, is sending in the subs. Got number 22, Katie Trevere, 34, Allison Moss. Let's see who else we've got. Number 52, Mary Miller.
Actually, a lot of those are juniors that he has in there.
Amanda Hill, number 34. As Molly McDowell gets point number 23. She's at her average. Jessie Huff comes out.
And we get a smile from him. He had a
Waterman
little crack of a smile when he looked at his daughter.
And it's Sub City here now for Nokomis as well. Ren Hadley comes in. The only senior on the team, Amy Prater, number 15, comes in.
Molly's going to come out soon. she gets done with this free throw.
And Crystal Hayes comes in, and Molly McDowell will come out. Replaced by number 12, Ashley Keller. Molly, 24 points. Probably half as many assists. A couple of rebounds as well. Final 60 seconds. Exactly 1 minute left. There she is. Again, not to belabor the point, it is tough to believe that she is a junior. She has so much presence, so much poise.
And unselfish. I mean, that's the main thing. She's the star, everybody knows. But she is a nice kid. Seems to get along really well with their team. She's up there, you know, joking around and talking before they came out on the floor and when they were up there sitting in the seats.
Reminds you a little bit of Molly Watson, whom we saw in this tournament last year, but I think she may be even better. Molly, of course, is at DePaul now, and she's quite a player.
Well, she has a little more height than Molly, so I think she can do a few more things. But certainly a heady player, just like Molly, who does, as you said, play for DePaul, ended up starting for DePaul.
Doug Bruno.
But does have that quiet spirit and the poise.
25 seconds to go. And Allison Moss gets a bucket. 63-47. And another timeout called here, so some more players can come in. This is strictly to get the subs in.
Make an appearance.
Emily Heck, number 22.
Just got lost in the maze, didn't they?
Number 33, Andrea Probst. We know moms and dads are watching, so we want to make sure everybody's mentioned. Amanda Hill gets a couple of low fives for her bucket. 13.7 to go. We will run this out.
Somebody pop it.
Just get one for the bench.
There we go.
At the buzzer, not quite. But that's the end of the first semifinal. The Lady Redskins of Nokomis on their way. Well, they're on their way to coming back right here tonight. They will face the winner of the second game coming up right after this one for a chance at their first state championship. Something you like to see, you always like to see, the sportsmanship as the coaches and players exchange high fives, and certainly no reason for Sterling Newman to hang its head. But look at the joy on the face. She can finally let out some emotion. Molly McDowell. We'll be back. Well, there's your semifinal final. 63-47. Nokomis over Newman Central. Eric Collins has got a winning coach and a winning player.
Yeah, we're going to get to both of them. We got Maury and we got Molly McDowell. Incredible performance today from Molly. I want to start with you. Molly, you guys just came out firing in the first half. What was said in the locker room before the game that gets you guys so fired up?
We just know the first team that loses their jitters is the team that's going to come out and win. Our guys told us, they were at the state tournament last year, they told us just to lose our jitters and we come out and play well.
Incredible game for Molly. 24 points for Molly McDowell. Now, Maury, I know you're a little bit worried about what was going to happen in the third quarter. You didn't want to let down, but you didn't get it.
Well, we didn't get in the third, but I tell you what, there was times in the fourth where I thought we lost our composure. And if you're going to be the state champion, you just can't lose your composure. They stepped up their defense a little bit. And I tell you what, when you got a lead like that, you're tentative, you know. And I think we became tentative, and instead of trying to continue what we were doing, I think we tried we looked at the clock and we just tried to somehow squeak out a win. This young lady right here is, I tell you what, she might be in one of the best. Well, she is. First team All-State or IBCA. She's second team AP. I think you all saw why. This girl can flat do it all. She got the whole package.
That leads me to my next question. Molly, you have about 8 hours until your dreams come true. You have a chance for your dreams. What are you going to do in between games? You have to wait about 8 hours until you get to play again.
Go rest, just hang out with the team, stay together, keep the team together, stay focused on the game.
Good luck. And Coach Gillette.
I wanted a 2-hour workout, but I don't think I'm going to get it.
How do you think your team's going to hold up? I know you're a running team. You like to get up and down. 2 games in one day. Are you familiar with that?
No, not many people are. Well, we have. Taylorville tournament, we did it, but that was back in November. When you play the style of basketball that we do, it can wear and tear on you. But the advantage we got is we're going to have a little bit more rest than Carthage. Carthage plays an up-tempo basketball game. They're a pressing basketball team. So I think it's going to come down to maybe not so much who's a better basketball team, but who survival. And we've talked about survival to these kids all year long, and they know what survival is. So that's what it comes down to right now.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Molly, congratulations and good luck. And Coach, wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
That's Molly McDowell and Coach Maury Huff. I'm looking forward to game number 2 if it's anything like this. Let's go back to Mike Liedem and Yvonne Simmons.
All right, Eric Collins. Interesting. Maury Huff assumes Carthage is going to be in the final. I'm sure the folks at Frankfurt are, if they could post that on the locker room door, they will. But we'll see. That's coming up certainly in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, we have got our Pepsi play of the game, and guess who's in the middle of that? Let's try number 11, Molly McDowell for Nokomis.
We saw this a lot today. Molly McDowell looking up the floor, a long pass, a leading pass. She connects there with her favorite target today, which is Eisenbarth. She does a nice job of being strong, taking it up, getting the basket. She ends up getting a 3-point play. Just a nice team win today for Nokomis.
Well, when you look at the numbers, Molly McDowell, as you saw just a few moments ago, 24 points, 10 assists, 6 steals, almost a triple-double the hard way.
But I like what she did. She also penetrated, dished it off to people, looked to Eisenbarth, got some other people involved, played defense, got steals, did the whole thing. So she is not a selfish player, looks for everybody, really is just plays within the team concept.
Carrie Eisenbarth, 17 points, most of those from very close in. An assist from Molly McDowell. Bonnie Miners also had 13 for Nokomis. For Sterling Newman, Melissa McLaughlin held to 6. Rachel Hermes at 12. Mary Chrisham with the big 3s. She had 3 of those for 9. We'll be back with more between games activities in just a minute. We are between semifinals here at Bloomington Normal. Mike Liederman along with Yvonne Simmons and Eric Collins, of course, roaming the sidelines. And we are getting set for the Country Company's 3-point shootout. And it will feature 4 high school athletes. And they will be going to see who eventually might end up as Queen of the Hill. So let's see what our Country Company shootout results will be. We have the defending champion Rachel Thompson from Aurora Christian, Donna Hockey from Breeze Mater D, Darcy Loudon from Trenton Westland, and Katie Callahan from Immaculate Conception in Elmhurst. So this will be our competition. As an outside shooter, Yvonne, you wish they had this when you were playing,
Actually,
right?
I was a post player.
I know you were a post player, but all post players love to go outside.
No, but I can. I have a 3-point shot. I play now, you know.
We've seen that act, yeah.
And I wish my coach would have let me shoot from the outside.
Okay, here's our first competitor.
She has a nice rotation.
Katie Callahan from Immaculate Conception. Crowd needs one to get it started.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's bring in the noise.
There you go. Well, there's no funk either. 2. All right.
She's got it going now on a
3.
roll.
All right, 3 so far. Last rack. Right.
Good follow through too.
4, yeah, 5. It's going to be tough to beat now.
Money ball. We need a money ball. That's what's missing.
High school for.
So at least color 1 ball so we can, you know, pretend.
From Trenton Westland, Darcy Loudon.
All right, here's Darcy Loudon. 7 for Katie Callahan. They give her 7. Darcy Loudon now from Trenton Westland.
Looks like she has a problem with one of her ankles, her right ankle. She's kind of limping there, and she has regular gym shoes on. I guess if you're a 3-point specialist, you can shoot in anything, right?
That's right.
She might play in low tops, though.
I love it. Getting some grip, lining up the racks. This is taking on a life of its own, you know.
Well, you know, you have to get the rack in a certain position so that you can get your angle. There we go. She got that little kick.
2. Got 7 to beat. 3.
Yeah.
4. Count along. All right.
That was nice.
6. She's on a roll here. 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. Now the pressure's on.
It's right there, just curling off. There we go.
All right, so we're tied at 7.
7, 8 shots. Our next contestant from Breeze Mater Dei,
Donna Hockey. I hope that's the correct pronunciation.
Donna's got her socks pulled all the way up to her knees.
Ankle braces, socks.
You know, you gotta go with the look.
Here.
We saw Seton Academy yesterday. They had the striped socks all the way up to their knees. See that? You remember that?
I remember wearing socks like that. Those old, what we used to call jean.
We won't go there.
Yeah,
we won't go there.
Not for basketball, but the old Jean Mingo Denver Broncos Target socks. Now everybody knows what we're talking about. Okay, here's Donna. And following Donna will be the defending champion, Rachel Thompson.
She's got a little push going there, but it's working for her. Good follow through.
3 so far on the first rack. 4. 5. All right, she needs 2 to tie and 3 to take the lead.
Here's go 1, 2.
All right, this is for the lead.
Oh, it was
needs
there.
it now. We could have a 3-way. Okay.
There she goes. 1 more. Nope.
All right, she's got 8. 1 contestant to go, but a big obstacle. Donna Hockey will go against Rachel Thompson. Now, Rachel Thompson won this a year ago. I believe back then. No, I got to check my notes. I think she had 8. But an experienced rack shooter.
I mean, she's putting all the Wilsons, the
lining them all up
and putting them on the top. So she's, you know,
yeah,
got it going.
Rachel from Aurora Christian.
Using that Wilson for the spin.
And again, the winner of this will go against next week. We're going to have Queen of the Hill.
Very strong shooter. She could step back a couple.
Right now, she better step up.
Well, it's there. It's just, there you go.
2, 8 to beat.
Not going to get it this time.
3. All right, she's got a shot. She's got 4. 5, making it close.
Oh!
6.
Drama!
7. Okay, she's got 2 balls to go.
Oh, here we go.
Here it is.
Nope.
Moment of truth. Not this time.
7, Rachel.
So our winner in the Country Companies, I say Country Companies 3-point showdown with 8. Donna Hockey.
Of awards.
All right, Eric Collins, who is no slouch when it comes to shooting the rock himself, is going to interview our winner.
I haven't seen that yet, so he claims he has some game and a shot.
We never went downstate with it, though. Let's see. I guess we're going to have a presentation now. And don't forget, there is our winner from Breeze Mater Dei, Donna Hockey. And we're going to find out if I got this right pretty soon. She is our Class A Queen of the Hill. She will go up against the Class AA winner. And again, you know, these are 4 finalists. This was a statewide competition, and these are our 4 finalists, and they all have done well. So let's give them a big cheer, you at home. And they're also all going to get awards, and presentation being done right now. So let's.
Well, you know, the IHSA sends the boys and girls winners of 3-point shot shooting to the Bulls game at halftime. And last year the girls won, but this year I think the boys won.
I remember that. Yeah.
So
it's great when the girls beat the boys.
Always. You know, girls are usually more precision shooters than boys. You know, we're better fundamentally than girls.
Let's not go there. That's true. I've always said that. I always felt that the girls' game was much better fundamentally than the boys' game.
Yeah.
All right, there's Donna. And she puts a merciful end to this discussion by holding up her trophy. And let's see if he can has enough microphone cord there to talk to Donna. Okay, let's go over to Eric Collins with our winner.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Donna, just congratulations. Good shooting out there.
Thanks.
Is it hard shooting in this kind of environment where you're not really warmed up?
Yeah, you really have to concentrate on the rim and just try to knock them down. Like, tone everything else out.
8 out of 15, is that kind of par for the course for you, or do you normally make 14 out of 15?
Oh, that's about right.
Where'd you learn how to shoot like that?
Practice. Just practice.
Do you have any older brothers or sisters or help you out?
My brother helps me. Yeah.
How'd you do this season? Did you have a lot of three-point success this season with Mater Dei?
No, not very much. No, not really. I didn't make any threes in the varsity.
You didn't make any?
No.
Not one?
Nope. Had a couple attempts, but no shots.
So where did this come from?
I don't know. Just a lot of practice.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
We're going to see you later on, I hear, where you're going to take on the AA champion for Queen of the Hill.
Yes.
Well, we wish you luck. We look forward to seeing you again.
Thanks.
That's Donna Hosky. Now let's go back to Yvonne Simmons and Mike Liederman. Guys, take it away.
All right, Eric. Most surprised, Eric Collins, but that's great. If you get a chance to shine, you get a chance to shine. She made him good. We'll be back.